Oh, Dokali. Time now is 2:56 p.m. on uh ow, January Jan 6th. Jan 6th, guys. Yes. Um yeah, I slept from 5:20 to like I woke up at around 1:30, but I decided to lay on my bed for like a little longer. Because I love just this bed. Actually, I've grown accustomed to this bed. I enjoy its softness. I like the blanket. I like how it feels. But yeah, last night was yeah, I completely underestimated how much time it would take to dry the fucking blanket. I originally planned to go to bed at 3:30, and I ended up going to bed at 5:30. I dried my blanket twice, and it's still not enough. Like, some parts of it is still wet-ish, like slightly wet, moist, but it's okay. I don't care anymore. I need to sleep. So I slept anyways. I'm so sleepy that even if the blanket's wet, it's not gonna stop me from falling asleep. Um, today I am going to do a home all day, aside from going to Ralph's. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna finish unpacking. My luggage is still over there. I don't think I've ever done this. I don't think I've ever like you know went to bed before completely unpacking. I mean, to be fair, I haven't completely unpacked back in December last year when I moved. Um, but yeah, but it's okay. I've already unpacked like 70% of my stuff, like all the essential stuff, like laptop charging stuff, all the dirty clothes are out. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be easy peasy. I'm gonna finish a bit of laundry. Um, what else? Yeah, just the usual stuff. I'm gonna watch some films, edit, just chilling. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. Um, hopefully I get to do something tomorrow. I don't know. Um, yeah. I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I need to sleep earlier though. Had I slept at 3:30 a.m. last night, it would be a good thing because I don't want to start the semester off sleeping late as fuck. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, goddamn, do I love this bed? By the way, like, god fucking damn, was it? Did it feel good to wake up on the soft bed once again after 11 days? It was good. It was really good. Um, yeah, don't have much else to say. Not a lot of thoughts, really. Not a lot of thoughts. Um, Round 5 Part 2, it's feel like it's going to be a continuation of Round 5 Part 1. Um, yeah. I want to buy small boxes on Amazon to fix my room. First and foremost, actually. I need to fix my room. Yeah. I also forgot to mention that at some point my godfather also asked every one of us what are our hopes and wishes for 2025. My brother once again said something very sentimental, saying that I hope I get to see my family more. I'm grateful for seeing my family. I said, I'm a visual storyteller, so I was like, oh, in the last 2 years, the train is kind of stuck, but last year the train is moving. So I hope next year in 2025 the train would run smoothly. Okay, time now is 2:36 a.m. in the morning. Fuck, it's late. I had dinner super late. I finished dinner at like 1 a.m. and then I did nothing. I just listened to music. Um, yeah, today went by really fast because I was just like floating around, not doing anything. Didn't film any reviews. I actually completely had not unpacked at all. I should. I should do it now. Um, yeah, I. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Zero. Zilch. I went to Ralph's, that's for sure. That for sure happened. Called a Lyft, went there, bought a bunch of random shit, came back. Today and yesterday combined, I spent about $130 on food. But every time I have to restart my food collection, it always takes upwards of $150. So it's okay, just spending a little. Um, yeah, I don't really have a lot to add. I DM'd Christian. I asked him, hey, are you free on the 18th or the 20th? And he's like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, maybe I'm free. And then I told him, like, so there's the APCA web episode shoot. I'm going to ask you to be art director. And the thing is, I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to do that. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to bring in random people. But I'm sure if Christian did, like, apply to be production designer, so I think theoretically he should get it anyways. I can talk to the producers about it. The funny thing is, I don't even have the script. Jiayun has the script, yet she's not sending it to me. But at least I know where the location will be and the fact that there will be no PD, basically. Second of all, I talked to a bunch of random people. By random, I mean Jonathan, Naja, and Luis. I talked to Jonathan about movie nights because we want to do a movie night together because I'm bored. So Jonathan said he's free on the 7th, 9th, or 11th. And I was like, I can do 11th. Actually, I can do tomorrow as well, which is the 7th. So Jonathan's like, let's do tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm seeing Jonathan. His friend Sam is not available because he has work. It's fine. But yeah, I'm excited. Then Luis, I asked Luis when is he going to be free for us to color the film. He said Thursday. So there we go. Naja, she said Sunday. So I'm meeting her on Sunday. And that's great because on Sunday I'm going to Cliff's birthday party. So, one stone, two birds. Like, I can go to Santa Monica, I'll meet up with Naja first, and then I'll head over to Cliff's place. Everything works out fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, I still realize that I still have a lot of free time in the next 7 days. I think I'm gonna spend a day at gym. My wrist still kinda hurts. Um, but it's like much better now. It's way better now. But nonetheless, at gym, I'm gonna do things that don't involve hand. So like running, treadmill. I'm gonna do legs. Maybe pulling works. Don't want to risk it, but maybe it works. But yeah, definitely gonna go to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna look at like movie screenings if there are any films that I have to go to the theaters to see. Now would be a good time. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Has Jaehyun suddenly lost interest in me? She spoke to me so much after we met. And then I think it peaked during the first week of Seattle, where Jaehyun almost talks to me every day, and then suddenly she just forgot. Um, I don't know. I double checked our messages, and Jaehyun did mention that she's coming back to Seattle on the 12th. She's coming back to LA on the 12th, which is literally the day before the thing. The day before the first day of the school. So, and obviously then it's going to be school, so we can't really meet until next weekend, which is literally the weekend of the APCA web episode shoot. And hopefully Jayun's on that set too, even though she's the writer, but she can be there and walk around, I guess. I don't know. And like an episode is like 3 minutes long, so it's gonna be like a 2-hour shoot or something. Nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, it would be really interesting to see Katie and Christian together. It would be very fascinating indeed. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I told Jayun, like a few days ago, I told Jayun that I may bring Christian on as art director, and Jayun was like, "That Christian? That's Katie's boyfriend, LMAO. No way." And I'm like, "I know. Like, I'm saying it like this because I know you would know who I'm talking about." And she's like, "What? No way. I'm moving out of this school. This is so crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm glad after 2 semesters, I finally come to the point where I meet a bunch of people and we're all kind of connected." For Jayun, it took about half a semester for her to get to that point. For me, it took about 2 semesters. But yeah, I've come to that point now, and hopefully, the 3rd semester is gonna be, I show up and I keep running into people, and I keep getting jobs, and I keep getting offered things to do, and I keep getting offered help. That would be really nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Nothing else. Yeah, I need to really tidy up my room. If Jonathan's coming tomorrow, I need to clean it up a little bit because this is a disaster. Yeah. Okay, time now is 1:19 p.m. on Jan 7th. Had a damn good sleep. Slept from 5:45 to I woke up at around 11. Yeah, I woke up at around 12 maybe. 12:30, and I was like, "Nah, I gotta sleep a little more." And then I woke up at around 1. I woke up again, and then I woke up again. So I woke up at around 1:15, I guess. But yeah, god damn, I love sleeping. God fucking damn. Again, I tried to sleep earlier. I don't know why. Time just moves so fast last night that I just couldn't sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go to bed before 5 tonight. Yeah, and I hope this heals. Fuck me. Yeah, my tongue also kind of hurts again. I hope it's not a new sore. Fuck. I'm gonna put salt on it and see if it heals. But yeah. I don't have much else to say. I dreamed about Jiayun for some reason. It's crazy because I don't normally dream about USC students. I've never dreamt about USC students. It's been a whole year, and I've never had a dream where a USC classmate shows up. But this time is different. It's Jiayun, and we were in this class, and it's like the last class of the semester, and it takes place in Paris or something. And the professor or the TA walks around the entire Paris, and we have to do this sudden, like, this rapid fire quiz. Like, it's a very sudden quiz. Pop quiz is what it's called, yes. And we were given a bunch of random clues and a bunch of random letters, and we have to guess what exactly that happened. And at first I don't know what is going on, but we have a stack of paper, and most of them, a lot of the papers are like random things, like the invention of sugar, or like ancient Egypt, when something happened in ancient Egypt, and then like a film review of the new Pedro Almodovar film, The Room Next Door. And then I realized, oh, we need to match when exactly did these things happen. So it's like escape room. And I was working it out with Jiayun, and we're working together, and we're freaking out, and we lost both games. Like, it's like whoever finishes this puzzle fastest wins, and somebody else wins. And that somebody else is across the city in Paris. A little bit later, I and Jiayun talked, and then I realized, oh my god, she has a thick Chinese accent. B, she's not wearing any makeup, and she looks like a different person. She went from like a 9 out of 10 appearance to like a 5 out of 10. And I just looked at her and I'm like, is that really you? And I was kind of disappointed, actually. Like, her eyes were really small, and like her chin was like, her face is really flat and it's kind of coming out. And I was like, what? Is that really you? But she was really friendly to me. She was like, oh, are you still down to join in? And I'm like, join in what? And she's like, the writing. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, is your writing good? And I'm like, well, I'm Enoch Lai. Whatever I write is interesting. And she's like, okay. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh, it's just a dream. Thank God. She's probably not. She probably doesn't actually look like that. But yeah, I should like meet up with her somehow when I'm in when she's back in LA. I should really meet up with Jiayun somehow. Let's keep this train going, okay? Yeah. And on top of that, nothing else. I'm probably gonna do a home all day, honestly. And Jonathan is coming. Jonathan is coming at around nighttime. It's just him and me. We're probably gonna go outside and grab dinner, because if I don't go outside, then like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna bore myself to death. And that's gonna be cool. And yeah, that's it. I have a bunch of things to watch. Also, I finished unpacking last night. The red luggage, anyways. Literally, I did nothing. I just pulled out the plastic bags and pulled out a bunch of stuff, and then I fit the red luggage under my bed. So it's under my bed now. So that's fantastic. And what else? Yeah, that's it. I have a little bit of laundry to finish, and yeah, I love sleeping. Yeah. Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
I've actually never had that type of place before.
Really?
I have no idea.
Kahlua pork, and then there's teriyaki chicken. There's cabbage, and then there's like macaroni for some reason. And then 2 tiny scoops of rice. Okay, time now is 2:09 a.m. in the morning. It's late again. I just went to the bathroom and took a shower. Let's talk about today. It's the 3rd day since round 5 part 2. Round 5 part 2 day 3. Haha. And once again, I had a fantastic sleep. I woke up and Jonathan immediately DM'd me asking me if I'm awake at 11 a.m. And at 1:30 I was like, I'm awake now. And he's like, how about I come at 4 p.m.? And I'm like, how about 4:30 or 5? And he's like, okay, 5. So, yeah, I did a bunch of stuff in the morning. filmed myself a little bit. I had lunch. Tried not to rush myself because I needed rest, okay? After what the fuck happened in December, and then the year-end list for my YouTube, and then the fucking Seattle trip, I never actually had rest, so I think today, this week is the rest I need, actually. So yeah, at 5:40, so I was filming a Cantonese YouTube channel video, and then at around 5:45 p.m., I stopped recording because I was like, hold on, what if Jonathan's already here? I checked, I checked my phone, and Jonathan DM'd me on Instagram saying, hey, I'm here, and he even called me like 3 minutes ago. So I was like, okay, hold on, give me a moment. So 5 minutes later, I changed my clothes, I cleaned up my room a little more. As you can see, it's way cleaner now. It's still kind of a mess, but like I laid everything out a little bit better. And like this area was originally filled with stuff, and now it's actually way clearer. So it's actually nice. But of course not that nice. I mean, look at this. Look at this. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, I changed my clothes, went downstairs, and Jonathan's here. And it was a little bit awkward. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I've seen the guy. But he arrived and he's very quiet. And he immediately, like, I had my Blu-ray player already plugged in. And then he immediately, like, talked about the DVDs he brought. I did not expect this, but he brought DVDs with him. He brought 4 Blu-rays, or 4 DVDs, and 2 of them are Blu-rays. And, we ended up watching a little bit of the first episode of Fooly Cooly in English dub, which, like, if it's something I haven't seen before, I'd rather watch it myself first. So I didn't really pay attention, and we just talked, because we had a lot to catch up on in terms of USC. He also saw my short film Objects in Mirror, and he's like, oh, I really like it. He said narratively he likes Love and Death more, but production quality-wise, Objects in Mirror is better. Which is fair criticism, and I think I believe the same way too. I think Love and Death is better because it's more personal to me. I meant every scene in Love and Death. I think Objects in Mirror is just not as interesting of a film. But my next film, The World's Not Enough, is fucking bonkers, and I can't wait to release it to the wild. Yeah, so that's that. Next, we watched a bunch of stuff. So Jonathan came up to my room, and I was a little stingy about it, because I don't like it when people enter my room unannounced. Fine, I invited Jonathan here, and I low-key expected this, because he wants to take a look at my Blu-ray closet, but, and he did take off his shoes, but, like, he walked near my bed, and he touched some of this stuff, which I'm not a big fan of, like, he accidentally touched. He didn't deliberately touch it. I was like, careful with the bed, and he's like, oh, sorry. So I took a bunch of Blu-rays downstairs, and then I played a bunch of them, like, just, like, cool stuff, and then we talked. So it's really nice, and I got hungry really fast, because I didn't have much of a breakfast, nor much of a lunch. Like, my breakfast is cereal, and my lunch is chicken pot pie. That adds up to about 800 calories. So I was like, let's grab food. So at 8 p.m.-ish, we went outside and we actually grabbed food. We went to Hawaiian Ono Barbecue, which is on the gateway side of the campus. And we went in, and it's actually kind of like, it's not like a Korean barbecue place. It's not a grilled meat place. It feels like kava. And it feels like a fast food restaurant. It is a fast food restaurant. I ordered $18.2 worth of food. This Kahlua combo meal, that is Kahlua pork, teriyaki chicken, with 2 scoops of rice and a macaroni salad. But of course the salad is just macaroni with sauce, and then there's also cabbage and some boiled broccoli underneath. Not bad. Not a bad amount of food for this price, and I also had a Coca-Cola. And we just sat down and talked for about an hour, and it was nice. Talked about this, talked about that. I eventually mentioned that I'm working on a new short film, like it's in post. I showed him a little bit of it, and he's really impressed. But yeah, we talked about Anime Expo and going to Anime Expo again. He talked about work, which I'm not that interested in. Like, Jonathan talked about a lot of things that I'm not that interested in, so I like smiled and nodded and like, haha, wow. You know, he talked about making a documentary, like music documentary with multiple parts, which is semi interesting, and I asked some questions about it, etc. And then we left. And by the time we returned home, it was 9:30 p.m. And Jonathan really wanted to show me the Full Metal Alchemist movie. That is the ending of the original series, and I did not know this movie existed, nor was I that interested to see it. But I'm like, sure. Oh, actually, right before we left on a Hawaiian BBQ, Jonathan was like, hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He left, and then within seconds he came back. He's like, nah, never mind. So we came back home to this, the place I'm living in right now. And I had a feeling that he's gonna fucking do this. He's like, I'm sorry, but can I use your bathroom? And I wanted to deny him because I hate it. I don't like people using my bathroom. And also, I don't think throughout the entire last semester, I don't think I've let a single person use my bathroom before. So Jonathan's the first person that is not me who's using this bathroom in history, I think, because like this apartment is brand new. I'm the first person ever to live in this room, and I've been using this bathroom for like the whole half a year. So I'm like, fine. So I took my shower towel and plopped it onto my bed, and I just let him go in, and I waited outside, and then he came back out. It's like, I don't know how to feel about it, but it's fine. I'll clean everything up. Another thing is, even though he took off his shoes downstairs, he's wearing his socks downstairs, which is great. But when he walked into my room, he's also wearing the same socks. That is actually kind of different because in my room, I'm actually wearing these slippers, and outside this room, I'm wearing Crocs because the floor outside this room is a bit dirtier, and then the ground outside of this building is even dirtier. So I have 3 tiers, thus I have 3 shoes. But he only had socks, so again, tiny problem. And then a little bit later, we watched the entirety of the Full Metal Alchemist movie, which is pretty good, but I got kind of bored in the beginning and I almost fell asleep. I told him I'm gonna rewatch the whole original series first and then watch the movie, but we eventually watched the whole thing, which I wasn't a big fan of. By the time we finished it, it was like 11:40, and Jonathan needs to leave before 1 a.m. because it's fucking late. So there honestly is no time for me to screen any of the films I wanted to screen, like The Celebration or Cure or Boat People. So I played a little bit of everything, and then it's like, yeah, let's leave. And at the end of the Full Metal Alchemist movie, Jonathan grabbed my tote bag of Blu-rays and he started like scrambling them himself. Which, he's a friend, so I'll allow it, but still, I'm a bit stingy about it. I don't like him grabbing my Blu-rays and stuff, especially with how delicate some of my Blu-rays are. Some of the Blu-ray packaging is very delicate. So I was kind of stingy about it, and I think he felt that, so it was kind of awkward. And then so he left eventually, and I was like, bye, drive home safe. And it was 1 a.m., and he's like, yeah, for sure, haha. And then he left, so that's that. Kind of awkward, but it's whatever. Yeah. So anyways, as it turns out, right now it's January 8th, and so let's say it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's 8th. On the 9th, I'm seeing Luis, and I'm color grading with him. On the 10th, I have nothing to do, and on the 11th, also nothing to do. On the 12th, it's a Sunday, I'm meeting with Naja, and then I'm going to Cliff's place. So this means tomorrow, the 8th, 10th, and 11th, 8, 10, 11, nothing. And I realize, even though it seems like I have a lot of time, I actually don't. First of all, I want to go to the gym. And I can either go tomorrow or the 10th or the 11th. Another thing is I need to renew my UPass card, and for that I need to go to the campus and pick up a new transportation card. I have to do that every semester. So I'm going to have to do that as well. And I believe that's all. I also do want to edit with Tova, even though it's online over Discord, but I hope that's something that happens. So yeah, so I still have about 5 days before the semester begins, or like 4 days. No, 5. But it's closing in, and it's gonna begin, and it's gonna be 17 or 18 weeks of non-stop torture again. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Jiayun went snowboarding or slash skiing because she took an Instagram story, and I cheekily replied saying, "Don't sprain your wrist." No response since then. And I could imagine her just talking to other guys and like, sort of ignoring me because she's kind of lost interest in me. Like, that's my theory right now. Or maybe she's just busy. I don't know, but if she's this socially active with me, someone who she barely knows, she's probably just as socially active with a bunch of other random people. And yeah, I don't really I don't know. But after the dream I had this morning, I think even if my brain, even if my body is telling me that I don't need to pursue this Jiayun fiasco, let's hope this doesn't become the second Leslie. My soul is telling me maybe I should pursue further, and let's see what happens. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, it could go either way. Like, in a parallel universe, Jiayun decides to see me and grab breakfast with me on January 4th. We talk about interesting things, we become very close, we talk more, and we see regularly. In this timeline, she doesn't meet me because she's too tired, and I understand that. And somehow that's going to be the last possible chance I'll ever be able to see her. Because the thing is, I don't run into Jiayun, really. Saw her the first time at the Halloween party, which is not on campus. The second time was the Norris Theater for the 310 screenings, but of course she's there. And I feel like I won't just run into her randomly in fucking Coffee Bean or at SCA 3rd floor or at the Norris Theater or whatever, or at the library or at the USC Village. Like, I'm just not gonna run into her anymore. I don't know why. She feels very non-existent? Maybe it's because I've only seen her twice, but like, people are generally very non-existent in USC because it's such a large place. So I just feel like she's gone. That's it. I'm not gonna see her again. I don't even think she's gonna show up on set for the APCA web episode. She's just a writer. She doesn't need to show up for the set. In any case, I'll be bringing Christian to the film set, and Christian was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm so honored. Like, let me know. Like, even if they don't allow you to pick your art director, at least bring me on to PA." And I'm like, "For sure." But nah, Christian's probably more talented than me, and I need him as an art director. So at least I'll have fun with that. Goddamn. One film set, man. Like, one film set made me and Christian very good friends. Just one film set is all I need for that to happen. One film set. I met him on the 3rd day of the shoot, and then on the 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, just 7th day. Yeah, I think I just 5 days of a film set, and then I'm like really close with Christian. Like, it's crazy, and it's fucking insane that she's dating Katie, who is like this celebrity, and like, Katie doesn't even take selfies with him. She doesn't even tag him. No one knows. No one has a single clue that Katie's dating Christian. No one knows. It's like a secret. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I respect the guy. Normally, when I see people, like couples being happy, I'm like, well, fuck you. Why are you happy? But You know, I'm genuinely happy for Christian because he needs this shit. He's a quiet, artsy guy who is not understood. He needs a tough, famous, strong-willed Korean American girl to pair with him, to compliment him. He needs this. So I'm happy for Christian, and I hope Katie shows up on set and see me and Christian just troll around. Even though this APCA web episode production thing is supposedly, like, Katie's supposedly the big boss of the whole thing, and it's just me and Christian trolling around. Now that's something I look forward to very much. I hope the fucking APAA Film Festival picks my short film. I really do. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll run into Jiyeon again if fate allows it. Perhaps, perchance. I don't know. Or maybe Jiyeon has already set her eyes on some other fancier, nicer, more charismatic guy. And yeah, it's whatever. Like, I'm on the Aero spec anyways, the aromantic asexual spectrum. I'm on the Aero ace spectrum, yes. Which is a much better way to explain. I'm not absolutely Aero ace, I'm just on the spectrum. And I'm like constantly wavering between closer to Aero ace and closer to quote unquote normal. I'm constantly back and forth, but I'm never completely normal. And I feel like 2024 is basically me pushing closer to Aero ace because USC is a new environment, and I'm more focused on grinding and then getting connections and getting worried about the whole system than like pleasure. Truth be told, I'm not a very fun guy. Second of all, I think after what Leslie did to me in 2023, 2024 was a whole year of just trying to pick myself back up. So yeah, I yap too much anyways. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know if Jiyeon will even see my fucking message. Like, last time it took her 3-4 days to read my message because she's busy applying for some internship or some scholarship and like writing this script with some other guy. I don't know. Maybe I'll do my own thing. Okay. You know what? Let's be pragmatic. Here are two ways. Here are two possibilities. One is I meet Jiyeon randomly. Okay. Jiyeon comes back to LA. She remembers the promise that she'll meet me. So we actually do meet up. That's the best case scenario. We meet up, we talk, we have a great talk for some reason, and we keep meeting and we keep talking. The second possibility is, and that's the other end of the spectrum, and that is we don't talk. She kind of forgets about me. I'll just do my own thing. I'll keep excelling in filmmaking. Hopefully, I'll keep grinding. I'll keep making a name for myself. Hopefully, I get around in more 310s this semester, and I became a bit of a household name for the Asian filmmakers community. I want to be known as the crazy guy. And then, hopefully, Jiyeon will see that and be a little scared of me. And that's all that needs to happen, really. I just want to strike fear. If it ain't love, then it's fear. Because I'm just that dramatic. And if it ain't love or fear, then it's hatred. Then it better be hatred. Then it better be hated. Then I better do some shenanigans and make people hate me. Either way, better to be hated than to be ignored, I think, is the gist of it. I'm not even sure if I'll see Matt. I'm not even sure if I'll see Colin. I'm not even sure if I'll see Anya ever again. Hell, if it weren't for this APCA thing, I'm not even sure if I'll see Christian again. People just come and go. I'm not taking any of the classes Matt is taking this semester. And Colin is switching. Jumping ship, going to the bigger boat. He's going to the speedboat. I'm still at the wooden boat, you know? I'm at the artsy wooden boat. He's going to the fancy speedboat. He's going to the cruise. Yeah. And Jayun's on a fucking yacht. And I'm on a wooden boat. Matt is also on the wooden boat, but he doesn't really care. And we're on different sides of the boat. Like, I don't fucking know. Yeah. I hope next semester gets interesting. I really do. Like, the last two rounds have been, or round 4 and 5 so far has been so boring. I hope something interesting happens. I really do. Please, I cross my fingers. I'm touching wood. I hope something interesting happens. I don't know what the interesting thing might be. Maybe I'll fall in love and actually date for the first time. Maybe I'll do something and everyone will hate me and everyone will try to cancel me. Which is, I'd rather that happen than if nothing happens. Maybe I'm gonna become a really successful filmmaker. I'll have connections with a lot of people and suddenly I'm famous. I'll take that. I'll fucking take that. Come on. Or I will... I don't know. I will make a short film so grotesque and violent that it's gonna cause a riot in SCA. Now that's... or start a cult. Now I'll take that. I will take that. Or something political will happen. Like a protest against China. And I will lose all my Chinese friends. And I'm gonna be arrested by the DPS. That would be interesting. Like, just anything. Let's make something interesting happen. Let's make something fun happen. I want to have fun. That is my fun. I don't play board games and sing karaoke. I do this. Yeah. That's pretty much it. You know what? If no one's gonna have fun with me, I'll have fun with myself. I will show up to class pretending to be a woman. Okay? I will join a film festival pretending to be an old man. Like, I will do anything. Yeah, that's it. Okay, time now is 3:18 p.m. on January 8th. Yeah, I slept from like 5:50 to 3 p.m. Wow. Holy shit, yeah, that's a lot of sleep. I feel kind of guilty for sleeping this much, in the last 3 days. And I shouldn't be waking up this late. Like, I should train myself to wake up earlier and earlier because I literally have class, like, not too long later. Like, 3-4 days later, I literally have class. So, I'm considering taking sleeping pills tonight. And I need to go to bed before 5 tonight. That's the idea. And I'm trying to set an alarm tomorrow morning so that I wake up earlier. It's better now to train myself to sleep early than when school actually starts. Yeah, yesterday I did fucking nothing. I don't know why, but time moved on so fast to the point where I did not do anything I planned to do. Nothing. Like, I planned to edit college update video, did not do that. I planned to edit my video essay, did not do that. I planned to finish Joker 2, did not do that. I planned to edit my anticipated movies video, did not do that. I did not do so much. I don't know why. I was so unproductive. I spent a lot of time. I think I spent like a whole hour just talking to myself, plus the fact that I have to catch up with the Seattle trip because I couldn't film these videos during the Seattle trip, so I have to film these in lieu of what I couldn't film. Um, so yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, but thankfully it's done. Like I finished doing the catch up for the Seattle trip. So hopefully that clears me up a little bit more. So yeah, today I figured it's gonna be home all day, given that I've woken up so late and I have so much to do, so much to catch up with. It's gonna be home all day. It's gonna be chill. Nothing's gonna happen. Jiayun still hasn't responded to me, even though I said don't sprain your wrist yesterday. It's just a joke. It's not urgent. But yeah, and yesterday I also like took a look back at um I took a look back at the day Jiayun canceled the breakfast, and I realized I was right. The night Jiayun canceled our breakfast, I thought to myself, maybe it's not worth it. Like she's not worth it because A, she's too busy to talk to me at all. If we develop some kind of relationship, she's too busy to. She's kind of like Leslie, where Leslie's too fucking busy. She has this shoot, that shoot, this film set, that film set. So Leslie's not the kind of girl you would date and you would date all the time and talk to all the time and be friendly with. She would meet you once every 5 weeks and have and fuck you and maybe say really nice things to you, and then she would disappear. And she would think it's just friends with benefits, or she would think it's just a situationship, like I don't really care. Jiayun gives off that vibe, but maybe less insane, less mentally deranged, which is less interesting, honestly. And another thing is like a great part of what interested me with Jiayun is how socially aggressive she is. She's like, hold on, let me call you, let me give you a phone call. But like if she hadn't done that, I wouldn't really be interested in her in the first place. There's nothing inherently truly interesting about her actually. Like she's just another haha, I'm a fancy girl. So with the lack of a better term, she's just another haha, I'm fancy kind of girl. So yeah, I'd say she is more than just a bland, boring block of a person, but she is still far from a Mary or a Natalie, you know? So honestly, I should really just give up with her because she's really not worth it. She really isn't that worth it. So anyways, these are my thoughts. And it's okay because I'm starting a new semester, so I'm meeting a bunch of new people anyways, so hey, maybe a really interesting person would come along. Or maybe not, and it's okay because I'm on the Aro A spectrum. So that's the perfect excuse. Like, yeah, I haven't dated, I'm not interested in anyone because I'm Aro Ace. Like, I just don't really have the same dopamine and serotonin release as other people when they see women or men. So I just don't have these feelings, unfortunately. Anyways, last night I had a mini mental breakdown, and it's very mini, like to the point where it's like I do this every day. But I was thinking to myself, man, USC. I talked to Michelle at like 4 a.m. She couldn't fall asleep, and I was like, I'm having a mini mental breakdown, and she's like, what? Please explain. And I actually attempted to explain instead of being cryptic about it. I was like, I'm just worried about my new semester, and I talked about how, Jiayun she's only been at USC for the first semester and she's only freshman, but everyone knows her and she's popular and she's friends with Hans Zimmer's son, for fuck's sakes, or maybe friends. And then like Matt is so cool and intelligent and she writes film reviews so effortlessly and she's worked in film festivals. And Colin, she's directed a fucking play. Christian, he's like quiet and stuff, but turns out he's dating one of the most powerful students in USC film. And he's so artsy and interesting and like, and then there's me and I got nothing. And everyone's so attractive and fashionable and has 3 hidden talents and 4 secret celebrity friends. And Michelle was like, yeah, you feel out of place. And I realized, yeah, that's a great way to sum up how I feel about USC. 5 words. I feel out of place. Despite having studied at USC for two semesters, I feel out of place. I feel like I don't belong because everyone's so attractive and so successful, and I'm not. Um, especially film. Film is all about like connections and like having that immovable force of confidence, and I'm not like that. Um, so it's good to know that it's not like I went to USC and it fits me like a glove. On the other hand, the community college was like it was way more laid back because people are just like that. We're just a family. But in USC, we're all kind of like fighting each other, almost. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, to quote Michelle. So, yeah, um, I don't know. I just hope, I hope I do something interesting, like I said last night. I hope I do, but honestly, also do my own thing. Like, I don't have to direct a stage play, obviously. I don't have to be the best film reviewer. I don't have to be chosen as a dialect coach for anything. But at least I need to be known for something that I am known for. Like, I don't know, but I want to be known by something and someone. And the fact that I got onto a 310 set last semester is already quite impressive. I already made a bit of a name for myself, just a tiny wee bit. So at least people like Alex and Reese Zemeckis and Daniela know who I am. At least, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Um, we'll see. Oakley dokley. Time now is 10:26 um p.m. and yeah, I yeah, yeah, yeah. Nothing happened today. Very quiet, very chilled. But I did have a really nice phone call with Retablo after lunch, where he sort of talked about his romantic troubles lately. Funny, because I'm having romantic troubles too, but I try my best to not put my mind on it really. Um, because again, like I've been putting my mind on it for years and it has gotten me nowhere. Um, but I think the even more pressing matter is the fires. Everyone and their moms are making Instagram stories about these wildfires and evacuation centers and like reposting Instagram posts from news accounts, etc., which is respectable, but everyone's doing it. And even Jia Yun is doing it. And Jia Yun, last I checked, she's still not in LA. She's still somewhere in the snowy Canada. But Yeah. The wildfires are indeed an issue, and Retablo called me asking me if I'm okay. Thomas texted me, and Retablo's uncle's house got burned down. And my mom's Chinese friend, who we went to the trip with, her place has run out of power. So it's crazy that I'm in the comfort of my own room right now in this building that is kind of unaffected by the fire. So thank God. But I do not want to open my windows at all because it's just gonna smell like smoke. Um, and the fires are way worse than I had imagined. I have received multiple emails from USC, basically announcing that the new student convocation for the spring semester students is postponed, and other activities have been canceled, and we are advised to wear N95 masks when we go out. And so I don't think I can go tomorrow. So originally tomorrow I am going to Cliff's place, aka Luis' place, to color grade my short film with him. Earlier today he DM'd me saying that he feels sick, but regardless or not, with the fires being like that, I don't think I can go outside. I think it's a bad idea for anyone to go outside tomorrow. I don't even know if the metro is gonna run tomorrow. So I'm gonna probably do a home all day again. And you know what? It's okay. I have so much to do. And thank God I have already done my grocery runs in the last 2 days. So I have quite decent amounts of food to complete. I guess I don't have much else to say. I don't know. I also talked to Retablo about Jia Yun and also just the mini mental breakdown I had last night. My thoughts concerning USC. And honestly, to be honest though, like I haven't met anyone. So I've met tons of people who are very competent in filmmaking, too competent. But I haven't met anyone who's exactly like me. Let's be honest here. Like I am still pretty unique in the sense that I make artsy slow films that no one else can, as far as I know, in USC. Matt doesn't do artsy slow films. He does postmodernist digital Instagram reel TikTok core brain rot movies. And Anya and Colin are all into artsy horror films, but not slow cinema. Slow, dreamy, Wong Kar-wai esque films. It appears I'm the only one who's doing it. So I'm kind of proud of that. I hope no one butts heads with me. I've also been brainstorming about my second short film for 290, and I think I kind of have an idea. I want to make a femcel movie. I've made multiple incel movies with guys being main characters, so if I have to write about women, I might as well write about a femcel. But it's going to be no dialogue, and I need to figure out how to do that. Reminds me of the Denis Villeneuve short film Next Floor, and I kind of wanted to achieve that level of no dialogue brilliance. So yeah, hopefully, even though 290 is very quaint, hopefully I make a name for myself in 290, and hopefully I make some good ass friends in 290. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I still have a lot to do in terms of editing. I still haven't had dinner. I'm gonna go have it right now, I guess, maybe. Gonna be fried chicken breast, which is ready made from Ralph's. Gonna be salad kit, so both very easy, and spaghetti. Hopefully the sauce hasn't turned bad. And hopefully this building doesn't run out of power, because I'm gonna be staying here today, tomorrow, and possibly the next day as well. I still want to go to the gym, but if not, I have a yoga mat and I can do some push-ups on my ground, on my floor. It's okay. Man, my voice is so crispy. That's what happens when you don't speak much for like 11 days during the trip, and then suddenly you speak a lot. Man, my voice is so crisp right now. It's so nice. Oof, damn. I hope it never ends. I hope my voice remains this crisp. Yeah. yeah. Yeah, so I don't know when is the next time I can color grade with Luis. Perhaps next Friday, if that's possible. Thank God my Fridays are off. I don't have anything on Fridays. But at least Naja and Luis are working on the not Luis. Naja and Wang are already working on the sort of the post. My brain is a fog. I swear to God. Yeah. I don't know. You know, there's another way to interpret my dream last morning. When I dreamed about Jiayun, and we work together, and it's really nice, but it turns out she's not that cute. And that interpretation is basically me subconsciously saying, maybe I will one day realize that she is an ugly person in the inside. Maybe it's a sign telling me to not pursue. And that is a valid sign. This is why my new idea is that I'm not going to pursue her. If she doesn't really actively talk to me that much. Also, I think Jiayun does this to every guy she meets. She just talks to them for a bit and then disappears. So, it's pointless to pursue her. I think I'm going to just do my own thing. If I run into her, great, cool. Let's take it from there. If not, I'm going to move on. I'm going to do my own thing. So, yeah, I hope this fucking thing heals. It's not even an acne at this point. Like, I don't know what it is. Oh, Khalid, time now is 2:52 p.m. on January 9th. Yeah, holy shit. It's been 5 days since I have returned to LA. And, I hate using the Seattle trip as a comparison because that trip is boring as fuck, but this is the same number of days I spent going into the Enumclaw wooden Airbnb and then leaving it. And now the same number of days have spent. And it's already been 5 days. I slept sweet and sound from 6:15 a.m. to 2 p.m. I woke up naturally. I actually set an alarm at 2:20 p.m. Okay, as a safety net, just in case I wake up too late. But I woke up naturally at around 2 p.m. I dreamed that I went to a screening of All About Lily Shushu by EY Shunji, and because everyone's wearing masks, because it's like the Great Fire is happening, so we had to wear masks before we meet him, or otherwise we had to leave. We were in a theater, so there's that. But yeah, I don't have much else to say, honestly. It's another home all day, I guess. I low-key want to go outside just to, like, out of curiosity and, like, know how is it outside right now. It's probably not that bad around the USC area, just very smoky. But I do want to go to the gym, but then I figured going to the gym during this time when breathing is of importance is a terrible idea, so I think I'll just be working out. Yesterday was not that productive, but I tried to at least. I filmed a couple videos, and I didn't finish a film, but I almost did. Not really. I was like 20 minutes into a 2-hour film. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. Actually, I have nothing. I was supposed to color my film with Luis today, but Luis is sick, and that is bad. But yeah, I'm gonna just continue chilling, I guess. I'm just gonna continue chilling, editing, filming. So a couple mildly interesting things. One is, the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray of Ebola Syndrome in 4K is finally shipped. I've been waiting for a whole month, I know. Still waiting on hundreds of beavers, though. Second of all is, I received an email for CTPR 290. I received an email from CTPR 290, and the person who emailed us, the TA, is CC, aka Dai Yining, aka the producer woman who had a mushroom-shaped hair, bob cut, on Imperfect Us. I know her already. I'm so good at this game. So it's hilarious. And looking at the other names on the email chain, I also saw Ryan, the Asian American guy I met in the first semester. Also, surprisingly, Cheyenne Turberg, who has been a bit of a mysterious figure as of late, because she first showed up at the Cams Fest with this experimental, artsy, fuzzy, lo-fi film. And she's friends with Matt. And then I think I ran into her again at the Anora screening when Colin also showed up. And then I think, I'm sure, she played the cam girl in one of the 310s, and I saw her bare ass. We all, hundreds of people, saw her bare ass on the big screen. And she's also in Matt's short film, Blue Crush Angels. So it's really interesting that she's also there. Intriguing stuff. I have competition. I'm into art house filmmaking. She's into art house filmmaking. We have some competition. But this also makes me more curious about what is the lineup for the other 290. Like, what are the people in the other 290? But that's a mystery for later. But for now, I'm gonna grind. I may have to start working on the scripts for the 290. Because that's how I am. That's how competitive I am. What else? Somebody left another nasty comment in my Keynesian YouTube channel. The thing is, it's not even nasty. It's supposed to be constructive criticism, but it's so fucking rude. Like, Hong Kongers don't know how to be polite. It's so stupid. They have no idea how to be polite. They said something nice, and then they spent a whole paragraph saying, wait, you study film and you're in the art department? Then why are your thumbnails and your titles so unartsy? This is why your videos are not going viral. Which is stupid. It is going viral. Like, my Cantonese YouTube channel is more viral than my English YouTube channel. Like, my English YouTube channel has nearly 2,600 subs, and my videos average out to about 70 to 80 views. Well, if lucky, 100, 150. For my Cantonese YouTube channel, I have 266 subs, and my videos range from 20-something to like 1,000, which is crazy. So, I mean, come on. It is going viral. Shut up. Yeah, I don't have much else to add, really. I'm going to have some mooncakes for... Not mooncakes. Are they called mooncakes? Are they called Trader Joe's mooncakes? Trader Joe's moon biscuits, whatever. Trader Joe's black and white cakes, biscuits, and some chocolate milk for breakfast. Haven't figured out lunch. I think I'm doing sausages, mushroom and onions, and fried egg. And, or I could do grilled cheese, like a cheese sandwich. That's also viable. And then I will be going for some chicken for dinner, some chicken thighs, more pasta maybe. I don't know, or just chicken thighs with rice. Chicken thigh with rice, and I don't know. Let me think. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I've been doing some more thinking, and I've been looking back at my own videos, my own Thoughts Update videos in late December, and I realized I've been talking about Jia Yun almost every single night. because she charmed me. Despite having only seen me twice, she charmed me with how socially aggressive she is, with the way she dresses, with how outgoing she is. She charmed me. I will admit that she had. However, that charm is nowhere near the infatuation I had for Leslie or Mary. Like, at some point for Leslie, like in late April, I wake up and go to bed thinking about her. I sleep and I eat thinking about her. Like, I would die if I don't hear her voice. That's not the case for Jiayun. So, it's too premature. I think if I have to somehow fall in love with her, it's too early. Like, I have to meet her several more times to know that. Second of all, she's not worth it anyways, because she's probably already been with 19 different guys and have had sex with all of them. She probably, okay, maybe that's a bit insulting. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I take that back. But she gives off a promiscuous vibe. And that worries me a little bit. Again, I don't know for sure. Maybe I'm just projecting, because that's how Leslie is, as she is revealed to be. It was kind of ironic too, because I think when I met Leslie, she was actually legit a virgin. But like over the course of me knowing her and me wanting her, like over that period of time, she probably had already fucked 3 different guys. Like, I was right there at the cusp. I was right there at the cusp when Natalie did her first. I'm 100% sure Natalie's not a virgin anymore. I don't want to know, actually. But I was there when Natalie had the first non-vaginal. Like, okay, that sounds really weird. I was there. Like, I wasn't there, but I was there, you know. Yeah. Still thinking about the phone call Rutablo had with me last night about how he's also worried about, you know, romantic interests. He liked someone, but that someone doesn't like him back, and also that someone is a lesbian. And I realized even though our struggles are very different, they're also very similar, and it's easy for us to sympathize with each other because we know what it's like. And it's a little bit almost us against the world. A little bit. I don't know. We'll start the new semester and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I was low-key expecting all of the students in 290 to be someone I don't know, because it's like such a random time slot. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, time now is 10:27 p.m. I haven't had dinner. I'll go have it right now. And yeah, once again, time has moved extremely fast and nothing happened today. I had a quick call with Thomas today, about half an hour, which is cool. I haven't called the guy in many months, and we just caught up. And as expected, Thomas's life had not been interesting. He took some classes and he regretted it, and he's bored. So I'm grateful for the things I have done last semester, even though I didn't find it very eventful. I have done things, at least. Also, actually, an interesting thought experiment would be if the things that happened to me last semester happened in in round 1, it would be fucking crazy. Like, I did meet a bunch of celebrities. I went onto multiple film sets. I went to a Halloween party. Yeah, actually, quite a bit. I digress. Nothing too crazy happened today. I talked to Nadia a little bit. I asked her if how things are. Because she lives in Encino and sort of sandwiched between 2 huge fires, the Palisade and the Sunset Fire. So that's concerning. But she's okay. And everyone, okay, this is a bit of an interesting dilemma, and that is, everyone and their moms are posting and reposting fire related stuff on their Instagram stories. Tons of infographics, tons of like lists of phone numbers and addresses you can call and you can go to evacuation centers. And it's great, reminds me of 2019 during the Hong Kong protests when the protests were happening. We're all, posting and reposting, who just got arrested, who to call, what location to go to on Instagram. Except this time it's LA, so everything looks fancier and everyone's more aware. But the thing is, now that everyone's doing it, I kind of don't want to do it. It's like, I of course I am concerned about the fires and I'm concerned for the people who are affected by the fires, but I don't know, everyone's doing it and I don't really feel the need to do it now that everyone's doing it. Especially because I have like 600-ish Instagram followers, and it's not much compared to, I don't know, Katie, who has 2,000 and etc. And then I thought there are still people who are quiet on this, like Matt. And then last night, Matt made an Instagram story about a Google Doc of phone numbers and addresses. And it's funny because I already found out about the Google Doc and I have it on my Google account, even though I'm not sharing it. But I actually found it and I have it. But Matt found it later and then shared it. So today there's a GoFundMe campaign for someone who's lost their house due to the fire. Only one person out of so many people who's lost their homes. And everyone's been like reposting the GoFundMe, so I thought, well, someone's in need, I'll do it. So I posted it on my Instagram story. And Jiayan liked it. So she acknowledged my existence. But yeah, overall I still don't really feel the need to post so much. But I have thought about it. I have. Like, as opposed to issues that are more like underseen. Like, if Tibetan students get attacked by Chinese students, if that ever happens, I'll be sure to talk about it, like, for sure. So yeah, picking on weird political issues. Not weird at all. It involves me. But yeah, nothing else. Christian randomly DM me asking me if I'm interested to help him out because he's PDing an LMU thesis film, which is fucking crazy. He's in USC and an art history student. Why is he PDing on some LMU thesis? I don't know, but that would be cool. That would be my second time helping out on an LMU thesis. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I am not productive the whole day. I feel like I'm not productive enough at all. I also kind of want to work out, and I kind of want to go outside tomorrow. I know it's not safe, but I do want to go outside for the transportation cart thing, or maybe just like the gym, or not. I don't know. Yeah, I also don't. I'm running out of food. It's been 5 days, and I'm slowly running out of food again. I'm gonna do chicken. The chicken thighs from Trader Joe's and rice, but I actually don't have any Chinese vegetables. Like, I don't have vegetables that go with rice. I have salad boxes. I have one salad box, so I'm gonna eat half of that tonight. But it's weird. Like, eating salad box with rice is weird as fuck. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. Yeah, not much else. Not much else. And I haven't had a single human interaction today aside from the moment Quentin, the French guy, had returned to this apartment and saw me cooking lunch. And then we talked a little bit. He was wearing an N95 mask. Actually, he was wearing something more serious, like a surgical mask.